Hello everybody, MD Polo here. Thank you for joining me. On the table today we have two spectacular firearms. One is one of my all-time favorites, the Phoenix Redback, and the other is something new to me here locally, although of course I've heard about the pistol, and that is the CZ75 TS for tactical sport Czechmate, all in black. Originally, I was going to do this comparison video with the Phoenix between the Parrot. So this is again the CZ75 TS Parrot, also a Czechmate, but the Parrot configuration as you see. I recently did a video on the Parrot. But I thought that a more fair comparison would be against its brother, the Czechmate All Black, that doesn't have a lot of the competition bells and whistles that the Parrot does. Also, the Parrot, they only make 10 of them a year. This is supposed to be the holy grail of CZ competition. They only make about 10 of them a year, and I'm told that 5 of those make it to the United States. It's more expensive, it's got a lot more stuff with it, but its brother, the black version Czechmate, also comes with a good amount of goodies on it, but it's not as rare. You'll find more of the black version that you're going to find the Parrot, and thus the price is lower. So I thought it would be more of a fair comparison between the Phoenix Redback and the Czechmate All Black than against the Parrot. So I'm going to let you take a quick look at it. Both of them are 9mm. So let's just do a quick look around before I start to read some of the stats and try to do a comparison between these guys. I have new grips on it. I'm trying to see if the light is catching this. You've seen this one these are lock grips. They were made for the Redback, and I think you've seen this pistol before when it had the original gray and black grips that came from the factory. So thanks a lot to Lock Grips for the factory grips. Now for YouTube, if they're listening, all these pistols are factory. Nothing has been done to alter them or to enhance them, or no modifications have been done whatsoever. Let you take a look at the CZ, and of course both have been safety checked several times. The mags are in, but they are empty. And you take a look at it there. Walk you around the back and then the other side. Let me put them down like this. And let me just read you my notes to make sure that I do them justice. So the maker, let's start with the CZ. And of course, it's made by CZ in the Czech Republic, and it is made for competition. It is an evolution of the CZ75 Tactical Sport. When we look at this one, or the Parrot, there is something that it is considered, as I said earlier, the holy grail of race guns for CZ, and based on the awesome CZ75 TS frame. The Czechmate All Black, which is less rare, retails for about $3,300 locally, and here's an advantage that you get versus the Redback is that not only you get most of the goodies that you saw in my video with Parrot, but the Parrot that I got here did not include the second barrel with the 4-slot threaded comp. The black version at $3,300 does come with both barrels. Look at this polish job that they have here on the very nice and wide feed ramp. It comes with a threaded barrel and a 4-port comp. So you get this plus all the other goodies for $3,300. On the Redback, you get the pistol and 3 17-round mags. Here you got 20-round mags, 3 of them, plus 1 26-round mag. Here you get 3 17-round mags that are regular CC mags. So let me get back on track here. So taking a look at the specs, let me go back to the Phoenix. I'm sorry, I'm bouncing around a little bit. But on the Phoenix, it's the Phoenix is made in Interlaken, Switzerland, of course made for competition, and it is an evolution of the Sphinx 3000, which of course is CC inspired. There are 4 versions and 3 material combinations, different materials that you can get in the Phoenix. Now, the CZ is single action only for the Czechmate and the Parrot. For the Phoenix, you can get it in single action, double action only, single action only, and also comes optics ready, in an optics ready model. So those are your 4 configurations that you get. You can get it also available in several different colors, silver, black, and a combination of the 2 and a 2-tone. This, of course, is the old steel model. It's also available with more of a composite material that is a lot lighter, where you get an aluminum lower with a steel frame, steel slide. You get front and rear cocking serrations with the Phoenix, and you do that as well with the Czechmate. And overall, as far as the ergonomics of it, they're both very similar, and we'll take a look at that a little bit closer. Let me just dive a little bit into the specs between the two. On the Phoenix, it's a 9mm, it's a 17+1. Let me do this so we can go side by side so I don't lose you and I don't lose myself. On the Phoenix is 9mm, they're both 9mm. The capacity on the Phoenix on my left is going to be 17+1, and you get 4 mags actually. The CZ on the right, it's 20+1, and you get 3 mags of 20+1, and you also get 1 additional mag of 26, so you can carry 26+1. On both of them, the frame are steel. Both of them, the slide are steel. The grips on the left, which is the Phoenix, you have G10 custom-made grips, and on the right for the CZ, you get thin aluminum grips. The length on the CZ is 10.47 inches, and that includes the beaver tail. The length of the Phoenix, including the beaver tail, is 8.31 inches. So if just looking at it here, you can see how much bigger the CZ is than the Phoenix. Looking at the barrel length on your right, the barrel length of the CZ is 5.4 inches and is a cold hammer forged barrel. You can have it non-threaded or threaded, and in this case you've got both. The barrel on the Phoenix is 4.54 inches. How wide are they? The width of it on your right, the Phoenix is 1.06 inches, and the CZ is 2.44 inches. So let's take a look at it, see if the light will catch it there. You can see the difference in the width of the pistols. The height on it, on the Redback, the height on the pistol is 5.4 inches, and the height on the CZ is 5.5 inches, so they're very close there. The trigger on both of them, on the CZ, is aluminum, and the trigger on the trigger on both of them is aluminum. The Phoenix, you can get them in, talking about the trigger, you can get them in 3 different configurations, as we spoke earlier. The way it sits here is a single action, double action. The CZ is single action only. Now the trigger weight, this is where you're going to see a big difference. The Redback has a trigger pull consistently at 3.5 pounds. The trigger pull on the Czechmate and the Parrot, it's coming in at around 1.5 pounds. So unbelievable trigger on the CZ. The one thing where the Redback has CZ beat is on the sights. As you can see there, CZ has a Bomar sight, or Bomar adjustable sights, with a front red optic sight, and the CZ, for the same price, you just get blacked out non-adjustable sights. The Redback has got fully adjustable sights. So again, for close to $4,000, $3,500, you don't, in a race gun, you don't get adjustable sights on the CZ. Let's talk about safeties. The safety on the Redback is ambi, and as you can see here on the right hand side, this shelf is a lot smaller than on the left hand side. So the Redback provides you with a really nice shelf here for your thumb, and on the CZ you have less of a shelf here for your thumb. You can see the difference there between both. See where the light can catch it right there. But the CZ provides you with a gas pedal right here. They're just I am just so fortunate right now. They're both so fantastic and comfortable, and just thinking about picking between one of these just drives you nuts. The other difference is that you're going to see there's no rail on the CZ, and you've got 4-slot rail on the Redback. So the way they sit here on the table, the Redback is going to retail at about, depending how you configure it, the way it sits here is about $3,700, $3,500, and that's the Czechmate to the CZ, the way it sits here, all black with the 2 barrels, you'll get it out the door, well, not out the door, but it's going to retail for about $3,400 plus tax. Your mileage may vary. Let's take a quick look at the trigger. Both of them, let's talking about the trigger here. Another difference you're going to see here, at the focus catch up, is going to be the mag release. You can see it on the CZ, how it is a much larger mag release than it is on the Phoenix. They're both serrated. They both do their job really well. You're just going to find a much larger mag release on the CZ. Dropping the mags on both of them. Let's take a look at the trigger first on the Redback. The gun has been safety checked. Now, digress a little bit here, but I can tell you that racking the slide on the CZ is a lot more gritty. There's more grit to it than on the Redback. The Redback just feels like it's, gosh, glass floating on butter. It's just fantastic. They're both unloaded. You can see the polished ramp. Everything inside of the Redback has been polished. Now looking at the trigger, and I said 3.5 pound trigger. Let me take a look here. The focus catch up. So you start to pull, and you see you've got all this take up here, but it is smooth, smooth, smooth. But you do have this travel here. Okay, you got an adjustment there that you can do. I just haven't played with it. But it hits the wall there, and then watch it go. Beautiful trigger, smooth as butter. And then the reset is going to be right here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now let's talk about a little bit more about beautiful here. And listen to that. Another nice polished feed ramp. And the trigger on this, you got a very comfortable trigger shoe, but the reset, you got no travel. There's the wall. There. And then you press 1.5 pounds and it goes. Let me do that again. Now the reset. Just let it go. There. And then it goes. For as smooth as the CZ trigger is, and considering that it's almost twice as light as the Redback's trigger feels smoother to me. It really does. I like the feel of the trigger on the Redback more, even though This is lighter, the CC is lighter. Also, I do like the trigger shoot better on the CC, is more comfortable. Now, looking at the pistols overall, how do they feel overall in my hand? Well, they both just melt into it. The one thing I can tell you that, at least for my hand, may give the edge a little bit on feel to the CZ is that it has a deeper beaver tail. The angle here, the tang here on the beaver tail goes a little bit higher, and it has a little bit higher undercut under the magwell. Both magwells are big, plenty big for hands, for large hands. The CZ, and I know I'm getting on a tangent here a little bit, on the magwell, it does have texture here. The grip has plenty of texture. I believe it's 20 dots per inch on the front and on the back. It's got very nice aluminum grips. They are stippled, although I have heard that if you're shooting this on a very hot day, you are going to get, the grips tend to get pretty hot. On the Redback, you also have 20 lines per inch in the front and on the back. They're aggressive, they're nice, and we talked about the lock grips that were made for this pistol, and they just give you fantastic traction. I'll show you there. So there you go. The other thing I like about the Redback here, even though it doesn't have the accelerator pedal that the CZ does, they give you this nice checkerboard texture here on both sides of the slide and the frame, and of the frame, and they're very nice. The serrations front and back of the Redback blow away the ones on the CZ. They just work fantastically, and the slide is not as thin profile as you're going to see on the ZC, so they give you a little bit more to grab on as far as the serrations are concerned. Both of them have, like I said, I think I said it, ambi safeties. The mag release is reversible, so they're not fully ambi out of the box. The extractor is a little bit larger and thinner than it is on the Redback, but they both work perfectly fine. So coming to the end of the video, ladies and gentlemen, I am not only blessed that I was able to bring you two outstanding pistols. One thing I almost forgot, magwells. The Redback has sort of a built-in, very discreet magwell here. Not much to speak of, but it does the job. And it is blended as part of the frame, as you can see here. So it's not as big or a competition magwell as you're going to see on the Czechmate and on the Czechmate Parrot. You can see here, but it is, I think it is not an afterthought. It is, you don't have this lip, the same lip that I showed you on the Parrot. You see here it says, so the magwell doesn't blend without a seam into the grip of the pistol. So you do have it, and I've seen it, how this lip, this edge just gets really banged up. So I just wish you can see it there, the joint. I wish that CZ would have paid a little bit more attention to that on such a custom made gun. But having said that, if you handed me either one of these, and like I mentioned earlier, I'm just absolutely blessed that I was able to bring you three of these pistols. I mean, to have two Czechmates and a Parrot in the same video, I just feel completely blessed. But if you were to make me choose one of them, which one would I choose? I'm not a competition shooter. I'm not going to do any of the circuits. I don't need a 1.5 pound trigger. I, believe it or not, would still pick the Redback. The way it fits my hand, and here, before you start blowing up the comment section about how this is a dumb choice based on what you get with this, is not a question of features. I'm not a competition shooter. I'm not really going to need the 4-ported comp with a threaded barrel. I'm not going to suppress this gun where I'm going to need a threaded barrel. I'm more comfortable, very comfortable, with a 3-pound trigger, and actually more comfortable with a pound than if I had a 1.5 pound trigger over here. So for me, sitting here making this video, my choice, my preference, I would go with a Redback. Having said that, this gun and the Parrot are absolutely spectacular. And if this didn't exist, if I didn't have access to this, I would be over the moon with either one of the Parrot or the Black Czechmate. So good job on CZ, good job on Phoenix for the Redback. I would love to hear your comments. Do you own any of these three? What are your thoughts? I'm just very curious to hear what you have to say about this, because you gotta admit that, my friends, it's a spectacular shot. Pun intended. Thank you for watching. I upload videos every Friday morning, and when I can on Wednesdays as well. Please think about subscribing. Think about stopping by on my Instagram. I'm very active over there. You can see what's coming down the pipeline, what I'm working on, and I appreciate your time. Thank you for stopping by, and until the next time, God bless.